Today's video is about more than just a Twitch streamer. It's about fame, mental health, public scrutiny, and what happens when the line between performance and reality begins to blur. We're diving into the emotional and often chaotic journey of JustaMinx, an Irish content creator who rose to stardom with her bold, no-filter style, only to find herself grappling with controversy, addiction, and a very public downfall. This is the true story of JustaMinx, from viral sensation to internet exile, and what we can learn from it. Born Rebecca, but known to millions as JustaMinx, she entered the Twitch scene with a bang. With her thick Irish accent, fast-paced humor, and quirky charisma, she wasn't just entertaining, she was different. She broke the mold of the typical gamer girl streamer, offering loud opinions, chaotic energy, and a uniquely unfiltered vibe that fans found refreshing. Her appearances on popular Twitch game shows like Love or Host introduced her to a massive new audience. She was unpredictable, raw, and real, and people loved her for it. Within a year, she went from being a relatively unknown creator to a Twitch partner with millions of fans. But that rapid rise came with a price. The internet doesn't just reward talent, it demands constant performance. For creators like Minx, the pressure to stay entertaining, stay relevant, and stay on becomes overwhelming. Minx leaned into her chaotic persona. Her streams were often loud, unfiltered, emotional, and fans couldn't look away. But slowly, the boundary between the act and reality began to disappear. By 2021, fans began noticing troubling signs. Streams were becoming increasingly erratic. Emotional breakdowns were happening on camera. And worst of all, alcohol started playing a visible role in her content. What started as quirky chaos began to look like a woman in crisis. As months passed, Minx's drinking escalated, and it was happening live. In one of the most concerning streams, she passed out mid-broadcast after drinking excessively. Her chat, once filled with laughing emojis, was now filled with pleas for her to stop. Fans were no longer watching for entertainment. They were witnessing someone spiral in real time. It was raw, disturbing, and heart-wrenching. And yet, she kept streaming. By now, friends and family were stepping in behind the scenes. But online, the drama continued. Apologies were issued. Promises to get help were made. But the behavior didn't stop. What happens when the very platform that gave you fame becomes the stage for your breakdown? In September 2022, Minx found herself in the center of a storm. She made insensitive remarks about a sexual assault victim, causing immediate and widespread backlash. The Twitch community turned against her. Longtime collaborators distanced themselves. Former fans expressed disappointment. It wasn't just about the alcohol anymore. Now, it was about integrity and trust. Then came the 2023 Streamer Awards afterparty. Minx, intoxicated once again, reportedly caused the event to be shut down early. Organizers like QT Cinderella were vocal about their disappointment and concern. Twitch issued a temporary ban. More sponsorships dropped off. The damage was mounting, fast. Minx had become a cautionary tale. After the backlash, Minx made a big decision. She returned to Ireland. She spent time with her family, stepped back from social media, and began treatment for her mental health and substance use. But the journey wasn't smooth. A live-streamed argument with her sister showed just how deep the struggles ran. While she tried to reconnect with her roots, the internet, always watching, was still there, commenting, judging, waiting for the next twist. But to her credit, Minx kept trying. She continued to stream, albeit less frequently. She shared small moments of progress, and despite everything, she didn't quit. Her recovery became part of her content, a painful but honest reflection of someone trying to rebuild their life. Minx's story is not unique, and that's what makes it so tragic. Many creators are dealing with mental health issues, addiction, burnout, but behind curated thumbnails and funny clips, those struggles remain hidden until they explode. Streaming isn't just a job, it's a performance under constant scrutiny. Millions watching, thousands commenting, no breaks, no privacy, and little support. Platforms like Twitch and YouTube need to take a hard look at their responsibility. Creators need resources, intervention programs, and real mental health support, not just bans when things go wrong. We need to do better, for the sake of everyone who shares their life online. JustaMinx's journey is far from over. In many ways, it's only just beginning, not in terms of views or follower counts, but in the quiet, personal work of healing, learning, and growing after everything she's been through. Her story is messy, complicated, and sometimes painful to watch. But it's also deeply human. It shows us that vulnerability, while uncomfortable, can be incredibly powerful. And maybe, just maybe, her willingness to show the worst parts of herself, the parts most of us would hide, can help others feel a little less alone in their own struggles. Because behind every live stream, every joke, every breakdown or viral moment, there's a real person. Someone trying to cope, trying to connect, trying to matter. We live in an age where internet fame comes fast and often without warning, but the emotional toll it takes is very real. And far too often, we forget that these creators aren't just personalities on our screens. They're people. People with families, people with trauma, people who sometimes need space and support more than applause. Minx's story is a reminder that the path to healing isn't always linear, that growth can be ugly, that rock bottom isn't the end. It can be the beginning of something more honest, more grounded, more real. And in a world that often demands perfection, asking for help might be the most courageous act of all. If this video moved you, if it made you reflect, please give it a thumbs up. Share your thoughts in the comments, whether you're a longtime fan, a fellow creator, or someone who's been through something similar. Your voice matters here. And if you want more deep, unfiltered stories like this one, make sure you're subscribed and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video. Thank you so much for watching, for caring, and for being part of this space. Until next time, stay kind, stay aware, and above all, take care of yourselves and each other. We're all a little stronger when we look out for one another.